What's up, everyone? Borkus here. Today I'm going to show you how I got my Sorceress to 200 faster cast rate and kind of some gearing options around that. Um, Basically, the basic goal here is to have our resistances maxed and 200 FCR and cannot be frozen. That's really it. Those are the basic requirements. For that, you kind of need a staff. It can be done with a one hand and a shield, but it's harder to do. You need some really good, like Super GG crafted amulet or something with, or something like a 20 faster cast ring. Or there's ways to do it. It's just harder. So I'm gonna go over the gear that I'm using for this. We've got Mong Songs, and that's really decent, really best in slot. Honestly, if you can get up to 6 sockets with a slam, mine's staying clean until I can get a replace in. I don't want to brick my character, so a lot of my nicer stuff is still clean. Griffins, I just barely got to equip. I was using Akira's before and had the res and cannot be frozen from that. I found this Mara's, and that allowed me to equip the Griffins by switching out the boots. I'm using these for the cannot be frozen. These Silkweaves is what I would use for best in slot. However, I didn't quite get the slam I was going for. That's a really good slam, but it's not what I needed. I also got that on the ring. So a couple things. I'm just using crafted rings. That one's actually just a rare with some pretty good res on it and faster cast rate, and Mage Fist with mana after each kill. Also Viper Mage with the 15 res jewel in it for a total of 44. Obviously a one all skill slam or 3 socket slam would be best here. But this is just what I've got for now. The belt, 20 faster cast rate, crafted belt. Actually, sweet roll with the PDR on there. I had never rolled that on a caster belt before, but 20 faster cat rate belt is actually really easy to craft. So the only major upgrade gear wise, other than fixing my cannot be frozen issue to be able to wear these boots, is a 20 faster cast rate arachnid mesh, and those are extremely expensive. Something that I'm probably not going to spend on until after I've got Infinity and everything else for my Merc and stuff. It just doesn't make sense to do that. But if you are making a similar build and you have like a faster cast rate slam on some of your gear, so you got extra faster cast on like your gloves or whatever, or a nice caster amulet like a 2 sorceress, some res, and faster cast rate, that would solve a lot of problems and open up some options for you. Because if you can get rid of one of the rings, or maybe have that extra 10, then you can use a 10 faster cast rate belt. So as far as this build goes, there's no difference between a 10 faster cast rate arachnid mesh and a 20 faster cast rate, or a 19. So 10 through 19 is basically the exact same. If it doesn't make your break point, it doesn't change anything. So not fully geared with skillers yet, so I'm only doing 13k on chain lightning, but I have -19 and -20 there, so -39 enemy lightning, which does a ton. I'm just going to do a quick chaos run. I'm going to do it in a fresh game just to see how it does. See what kind of time we can get. We're going for a full clear, basically. Probably get slowed down by some of these lightning immunes, but can break them pretty quick. Just depends how fast the proc from the staff goes. So I'm gonna take care of some of those. Oops. Yeah, these are going down. This is like butter. That Griffin's really helping a lot, even though I already had Kira's, which is probably just as good. If you're not at the 20 fast, or if you're not at the 200 faster cast rate breakpoint, just rock Akira's for a while. I mean, that really solved a lot of problems for me and let me get into maps because it's got the resistance, it's got cannot be frozen, and they're cheap. They're not very expensive at all for Akira's, and they're useful on other characters and stuff. So definitely a worthy investment. This is kind of just a leisurely pace. I'm not really trying to rush it. With that 200 faster cast rate, it's just mind blown because the previous breakpoint is 117, so that's almost double the amount of faster cast to this next breakpoint. Every once in a while, you get a lightning immune that you can't break, even with static. And oh, he's not one of them. Even with static and lower resist, which is kind of fun, but it'll be cool to throw infinity in the mix so you have conviction on there as well. I'll have to cast the static field myself at that point, but who cares? That's pretty cool. I am expecting to have mana issues with this. It's part of the reason I use Silk Weaves is for the 5 mana per kill. So expect to guzzle pots when you step up to that 200 faster cast rate. Even if you have insight, it just you're casting so fast that it just drains your mana super quick. He's going down all right. Like I said, not super geared with skillers yet. I think I've only got 3 lightning skillers. Yeah. So throw 6 more skillers in here and we'll be cleaning this place up. Oh, it was like 2.5 minutes or so, 2:45 maybe. Previously, I've been able to do this with a fully geared version of this sorceress in about 1.5 minutes. That's no seal popping. That's every mob down, and like I said, super quick, super great way to farm. When you can do chaos in 1.5 minutes or so, it's pretty easy. You get rich pretty quick. But anyways, hope you liked the video. Let me know if there's anything you would do differently. Like what gears would you swap out? And how would you do it differently? I'm probably gonna try to craft some amulets and rings. Well, I'm definitely going to try to craft some rings, but I'm thinking an amulet too, because I would consider a 2 sorceress, even like 15, 20 resist and some faster cast rate to be better than this Mara's right now. And because that would solve a lot of problems for me and allow me to switch out some pieces of gear. So let me know how you would do it differently. Thanks for watching. Peace.